Breaking. Trump's voter ID order shakes up U.S. elections. All right, let's cut straight to the chase.
Donald Trump has just signed an executive order that, if upheld, would overhaul how Americans vote for a new president. It's titled Preserving and Protecting the Integrity of American Elections.
Breaking news, President Trump just signed an executive order ending all election fraud. The order mandates proof of U.S. citizenship for voter registration and ties federal election funds to compliance with federal integrity standards. In other words, if states don't comply, they will not get election federal funding.
Trump just dropped an executive order that could shake up how millions of Americans vote. From now on, if you're a U.S. citizen and you want to vote in any federal election, you'll need to show a government-issued photo ID.
Trump wants every state to require a person show their ID before voting. And yet he wants to ban states from accepting postal ballots received after Election Day.
Executive order bans barcode-only ballots, requires paper ballot records, and pushes new security upgrades to voting equipment. The Attorney General is directed to share data with states to flag fraud, and action will be taken against states counting ballots after Election Day.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Really? In 2025? Wasn't this debate settled ages ago? But nope, it's back and it's louder than ever. Some folks say it's about protecting the integrity of our elections, making sure every vote is legit, that nobody's sneaking in with a fake name or anything like that.
They require an ID for, buying cigarettes and buying alcohol and going into casinos and going to your local hometown bar. But hey, when you go to vote for the President of the United States, we don't even need to see your ID. You just tell us your name and we are going to tell you your address and you confirm it for us, okay? And then you get right in there and you get that vote in. That doesn't seem weird at all. Doesn't seem weird at all, does it?
Now, there's a lot of people freaking out, and even some states getting canceled because we believe that ID should have to be shown to vote in the most important elections in the free world. If you don't think it ain't shady that some people don't think you should have to use identification, then it's you that's casting the shade. We have to use ID almost in everything we do in this country and the world. Voting should be one of them too. Come on, man.
Supporters say it makes elections secure, but hold up, others are fired up, saying this move could shut out millions of eligible voters. Maybe they're older, maybe they live way out in the country, or maybe they just can't afford the paperwork.
I don't think most people truly understand the impact of voter ID laws. For example, 38 states have laws that pertain to what kind of IDs can be used. Meanwhile, 25 million voting-age Americans do not have a government-issued ID. And these voter ID laws overall disproportionately affect specific communities: Black, brown, young, seniors, trans, and non-binary. 1 in 4 voting-age Black Americans are affected by it. 1 in 5 voting-age young Americans are affected by them. And you may say it makes sense to have to provide a photo ID to vote, but these laws make it clear that they want some people to be able to vote, but not others. For example, in Texas, if you want to carry a handgun, you have to have a license for that. You can use your handgun license to vote, but you can't use your student ID. Georgia accepts some student IDs, but doesn't accept IDs from their largest historically Black colleges. And in North Carolina, they just reinstated voter ID laws that had previously been determined by their Supreme Court to be racially discriminatory.
So for Trump to issue an executive order, maybe something would be done in the red states, but usually you have voter laws within the state. You just can't willy-nilly all of a sudden require IDs, but maybe there'll be enough time within certain states to maybe change the laws. In California, for example, you don't have to bring ID to vote. In the elections code, there's a law it's called Help America Vote, where you only need to have ID to register to vote. And you can use a driver's license or a California ID or the last 4 digits of your Social Security number. But you don't need to bring your ID just to vote. Unless, and there's a very small, thin layer of unless you register to vote by mail and you didn't provide ID or the last 4 digits of your Social Security number.
The reactions? Woo, let me tell you, they are explosive. Supporters are cheering, saying this will restore faith in democracy. Critics, they're calling it modern-day voter suppression, plain and simple. Here's what gets me. Imagine showing up to your polling place, heart pounding, ready to make your voice heard, and getting turned away because you don't have the right ID. That's not just frustrating, it's personal. So, what's next? There's already talk of lawsuits, protests, politicians on TV yelling at each other. Whether you're cheering or fuming, one thing's clear. This is going to change how America votes, maybe for generations. So, what do you think? Is this about security or silencing voices? Drop your thoughts below. I'm here for all of it. Thanks for watching.